morning we are docked in Tauranga, New Zealand. I believe we docked about 3:30 this morning because I've heard the engines revving up to move us in. Can't see much from here yet. We're going on an early morning tour this morning to, let's see, it's called the Rotorua Wonderland and Maori Experience.
And the meaning of that is long river. And the reason for that, there's many tidal inlets all around Tauranga. The long island that you see on your left there, with the pine trees to it, called Matakana Island. Matakana Island extends for 27 kilometres up the coast, divides the Pacific Ocean from the Tauranga Harbour. That mainly under control along this particular foreshore, but in a storm we can have plenty of water and sand up on the road here. The little island that you see on your left hand side, called Motoriki Island, once started out as a quarry, then it went to a marine land during the 80s and early 90s, and then it was felt that it should go back into its natural reserve, and the council of the day put it back to the natural reserve, and today it's used for a lot of wedding ceremonies, only when the tide's out.
Okay, make your way down. There's plenty of room down here. Just the pool. Okay, so once again, folks, welcome to Rainbow Springs. Kia ora to you all. My name is Mary. Now this here is our rainbow pool with all those beautiful large rainbow trout that we're looking at. Rainbow trout, first of all, is not a native trout of New Zealand, but they are introduced and they come from California in 1883. Placing the trout into the many lakes and rivers in New Zealand, they are only there, folks, for the sporting reasons only. Trout is a sporting fish. So if you want to eat trout, you get a fishing license. It'll cost you, I know you don't have time for that today. It'll cost you about $12 per day. There are the seasonal tickets available. The limit on the amount of trout you can take out is up to 7 per person. We have natural spring water in here. The water temperature is 53 Fahrenheit. Now the mirror place there is exactly to entice the trout onto the mirror so that you can have a good view of the trout. Because these guys are here, but no shade. The little ducks are actually diving ducks. They can dive underwater for quite a while and also hold their breath. They're very good at that. The trout in the pool can also leave the pool. There's an outlet behind us and it goes into the Waiopero stream. They travel 2 kilometres, coming out at the mouth of the river, which is called Kawaha Point. Or this food going in, and then we shall continue the walk. Growing very fast here due to our climate and also all our volcanic measures, exceeding the growth of that in California. I'll turn the fern over so that you can see what the national emblem of New Zealand looks like, which is the silver fern. You'll see about 130 different varieties of these different native ferns as we walk through the day. Come on into the bird aviary. Native birds are in here. It's called Hakeraru. They suffered from overhunting as they were once upon a time a major food source for the early Polynesians, which were the Maori people. Yeah, there were no mammals in New Zealand, so of course when the Maori people arrived here on their waka, their canoes, they hunted a lot of the native birds, using them for food, adorning their cloaks with their feathers and other decorative ideas that they had. Food house is a parakeet, red-crowned parakeet. Our Māori name for that little red-crowned parakeet's kakariki. But I don't get the joke. Now this is the holiday pool, so the trout in here are now 2 to 3 years old. These trout came from the yearling pool, which came from the baby pool, to the yearling pool, and then we've got some mallard ducks, which are the brown, they're not named, they will be flying in here, coming to the food factory from the staff, eating them into the trout pool. Small little sport duck, and look at those 2 swans, 2 beautiful white swans, which are known as the mute swans. They don't make such noise as other birds. We have a male and a female. They come from England, but they are declared over there. They are royal birds. As we go past us over here, you may be able to see one big green. Where are you going?
A young
Now
colour
when the
tree.
tree is fully mature, which I won't be around to see if 500 years, they get very wide. And so the width, the girth, the diameter is about 55 feet.
Dajcie na szaszłyk. Ciu, 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 ciu.
Okay, so that is a tuatara that we are looking at over this side here, folks. The glass display that we have. They are real, they don't move very fast at all unless when they get fed. These are folks.
Rainbow Springs is also a place where they try to preserve the kiwis by collecting the eggs in the wild and bringing them into their facility to incubate the eggs and make sure the kiwis get to an age where they can survive in the wild. We couldn't take pictures of that process for fear of disturbing them, but here are some of the stuffed ones on display.